Okay, so in the last video, we had to stop quickly. The bell rang and I had students getting ready to come in. So we have our second train car on the track. We have the offset on frame one so that it's right behind the car. And you should have written down a number or typed it out here that shows you the difference. So my animation will end on frame 4000. Let's go ahead and change the current frame to whatever your end frame is. In the offset factor, we're going to type in 1 minus whatever number you have there. So 0.00215 for me. And what should happen is that this will not move because it's now exactly all the way around back where it started. So on your end frame, which mine is 4000, hover over this and hit 1. So if we hit play, this train car will now move along with the front one and they'll go together all the way around the track. So let's pause this, go back to our beginning, and we want to repeat the same process for our other train cars. So you can select it in the outliner. You can go to constraints, add follow path, select the path you want it to follow, change our numbers, and once again, we'll copy the Z value of our cars. So that way this is on top. So Control C and Control V will copy and paste. Now to move it back, we're going to use twice this number. First, let's go through and set up our values. I think I had -x. So there we go. So -x, fixed position, follow curve. If you want, you can select this, Control C to copy, go to offset, Control V to paste, the multiply sign 2, then enter, and it will double that, moving this car behind your second one. Now we'll need this number again, so I'm going to select that, Control C to copy, and then paste that number. So on frame 1, our offset factor will be this. Then we'll go to our end frame. And this number is still there, so I can just go to the left, put 1 in front, and hit enter. Blender will do the math for me. Hit I to insert the keyframe, and we'll double check that works by playing our animation and all the trains are moving together. So each time you add a new train car, you're going to offset it another one of these numbers. So the next one would be 3 times that, the one after that would be 4 times that, and so on. So I'll work through this so you can watch me working, but if you remember the process, you can do this on your own. So select the next train car, add the follow path constraint, select our train path, change our numbers to 0 with the exception of the Z, and I'm just going to copy and paste that. Uh-oh, not what I wanted to do. Let's undo. There we go. I'll put that other number down lower. So we can now paste that. We're going to make sure we're on frame 1. Let's check all our boxes. Copy this number, that number times 3. We'll put it behind our next car. Insert our keyframe. Go to our end frame. Keep that and just put a 1 in front and it will do the math. Hit I to insert a keyframe. Double check and they are all moving together. And this is my last train car. So go to add constraint, follow path, pick our object, set our X or forward axis, fixed position, follow curve, change X and Y to 0, move it up on the Z axis to be lined up with the others. I'm going to now copy this number, paste it, this time times 4, and it will put it at the back of the others. On frame 1, insert a keyframe, go to my end frame, put a 1 in front so that will subtract that number, hit I to insert a keyframe, and that should complete all of my train cars, and you can see that they are all moving when I hit play. So I'm just going to skip ahead, make sure everything seems to be working okay. They seem to be following the curve correctly and going around my train track. In our next video, we'll talk about fixing the train wheels so they spin correctly as it speeds up. But that is a little more in depth, and we'll get into that in our next video.